today we are going to be taking a look at the newest Overwatch heroes. So I do have a video in progress for Anren. I recorded it when she was out for testing, so that might be a future video. But because it was so long ago, it may not, it's older video wise of like recording, but then it's gonna be new like upload wise. But nonetheless, we are in a live stream, so I already took a look at the battle pass, I already took a look at the shop, the story, I already chose my side for conquest. I won't reveal it, but if you guys see it, then I don't really, mind if you do. So we're gonna take a look at the newest heroes. So funny enough, we actually have subtypes, each with their all like new abilities. So how do I like categorize them? How do I categorize? No. How do I categorize so I can like see everything? But nonetheless, okay, so first let's look at the tank. So we have Domina. So she does look very cool. Her robot arm things look very stiff. Ooh, I like her outfit. Like the pose, the way she's hovering. Like, is it just me? Like I said, the robot arms look really stiff. Like, it just looks really unnatural for them to be that stiff. I feel like they should, like, at least have a little wave, like, when you're moving. So she doesn't really have that interesting of skins right now. I mean, except for the purple. The purple might work. But, let's look at the highlight intros. So we got Heartbreaker. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then we got the Heroic, which is just the one we saw earlier when I looked at her. We do have a Heartbreaker emote. Victory pose. We have Poised, which it does look really nice. I forgot to mention how cool the gun looks. If I remember from Overwatch Spotlight, they said how she has a beam, and then once it gets like to a certain charge level, it shoots out a little explosion. So we'll take a look at like all of that stuff later when we get onto the training thing. We already looked at Anran. I don't know if I want to look at like if they changed anything. So then we have Emre. I don't know how to say his name. He does look really cool though. My only thing is that he kinda he strikes some resemblance to Soldier of like he just looks like a soldier with an assault rifle with some obvious changes. I think he's a part of Talon. So let's look at him. So he does have a very cool outfit. I love the scarf. How it's not a scarf, but it looks like wires. I think that's an actual type of wire. But I enjoy the gun. The way it looks like an assault rifle mixed kind of with like a possible sniper. I think that's cool. Let's look at his skin. So he has New Empire, which is the skin in the battle pass. Already enjoying it. I love the black, gold, and red. I'm always a fan of black, gold, and red. So then we have his simple recolors. I don't really like recolors. He doesn't have any highlight intros yet, so I guess we'll see in the future. He doesn't have any emotes. He doesn't have any victory poses. Here, wait. I saw a new weapon variant. Hold on. So Gold, Jade, Galactic, and then we have Crimson Wolf. I need this. How do I get this? How do I get that? How do I... Okay, yeah, because, like, I can't get that. Because I'll just move over to Galactic, and then I'll accidentally get Galactic, so I guess we'll have to see later. Oh, I do want to look at the gun. I do want to look at the gun. Oh, sorry guys. I'm like figuring out the new controls. So, hold on. Can this please load? This doesn't want to load. Sorry guys, I guess it is being kind of slow because everyone is on Overwatch because of the new season. So they might have some difficulties. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm still coughing, but I'm not sick anymore. Okay, and then we got 2 new supports. So we got Mizuki. I love the hook. I love the hat. I love everything. Let's look at him. Oh, he looks better like this. Oh, he has a robot arm. I just realized. I really enjoy, like I said, I enjoy the hook. Oh, there's a little bell on it. That's cute. The hat is really nice. I love these coattails that he has. I love the shades of green that they used, along with the chains right there on like his midsection and his arm. Really good. Let's look at his skins. So he has streetwear, which honestly, I like the outfit, but I don't like the hair, and I wish he still had a mask on. Is that weird? I don't think it is. And then we got his, ooh, that's a nice recolor. The like, I think those are shades of brown with like the black and some orange. And then we have that one. Oh, we have a blue, a very nice blue. Red, very nice red. So he doesn't have any emotes, he doesn't have any victory poses, he doesn't have any highlight intros. But let's look at the hero. I have been dying to see Jetpack Cat. The best of these heroes, in my opinion. He's so cute. She looks so cute. So I did hear from like the Overwatch Spotlight that she got adopted by Brig. I think that's even more adorable because they definitely fit each other. And also, as you can see from Jetpack Cat's gear, it does have the same color as Overwatch, so it would make sense for. Oh, I didn't mean to look at those. I didn't read any of those, so luckily I didn't spoil myself. But I do really enjoy this. I like the look of the jets. I like the look of the guns. How the barrels are in a paw shape. I like everything. I don't like one specific. I like everything. I like everything about this. So let's look at the skins. So we have Fighter Pilot, which honestly looks a bit better than the normal one. I love how the different skins, they like changed what type of cat she is. Or like at least the fur color. I think that's cool. Especially the aviator goggles. Not goggles, sunglasses. The aviator glasses. I enjoyed that. Along with the helmet and the little speaker and the visor. So she has this Catgrass, Minnow, and Silvervine. So all of them are basically just a different color for her gear. Not really the best. Not like you could have done better. She doesn't have any highlights. I don't think she has any emotes. And then she doesn't have any victory poses. But yeah, let's take a look at them in the what was it called? The training grounds, shooting range, whatever it was called. Battle Pass shop, sorry. How do I'm still trying to navigate this. Okay, there we go. Oh, my bad. So, unranked, competitive. Oh yeah, I have my competitive things to claim. Stadium. I don't know if they added anyone new to Stadium. I also want to see that. Arcade, more. Here we go. Practice range. Practice range. There we go. Whoever is watching, welcome to the stream. Alright. We're entering the game. I might do some gameplay. Alright, practice range. Let's take a look at these heroes. Oh, okay, so here we can see them. So we have Initiator, Stalwart, Bruiser, Specialist, Recon, Sharpshooter, Flanker, Survivor, Technician, and Medic. I do want to take a look at all of these first, so let's actually look at Doomfist. So, Initiator. Okay, so when I'm airborne, it heals me. So, that's already pretty good if you look at who they chose for that. And then we have Bruiser. So, reduces critical damage received, while at critical health, gain movement speed. Okay, so that makes you faster when you are lower health. I like that. I like that a lot. Especially for people like Maga, Roadhog, Orisa. All four of those, perfect choices. I kind of would have added Reinhardt or Hazard to that, but let's look at what Stalwart has. Maybe it's better. Stalwart reduces knockbacks and slows received. Okay, so this basically just makes it where they receive less knockback, and if they're affected by like a slowing effect, then I think it just doesn't affect them as much as it would normally. So now let's look at Specialist. Eliminating an enemy briefly increases your reload speed. Already perfect for Bastion and Soldier. They're choosing some good options here to give these effects. So then we have Recon. So you detect enemies below half health through walls after damaging them. Okay, that's really good. Oh, and of course they gave it to fucking Sombra. Of course Sombra has that, along with Freya. So then we have Flanker. I'm already excited to see what Flanker has, because they put Reaper in here. And as you can see, Reaper is one of my mains. What can I say? So health packs restore more health. That's always good. Especially with Reaper, so now he has more healing. Vendetta and Tracer also, along with Genji. I feel like that was very needed. But I think that's like a very small effect. Could have done better. So now we have Sharpshooter. Alright. Critical hits reduce your movement ability cooldowns. Okay, okay. So, already good for Ashe. Love it. I love it. Especially with Ashe. I just realized, because you have the coach gun, and then Cassidy, you have the roll. Hanzo, you have his extra jump. I'm assuming for Sojourn and Widowmaker, it's the slide and then the grappling hook that gets reduced. Okay, so then for supports, we have Tactician. You gain access to Ultimate Charge, which carries over after using your ultimate ability. Oh, they're evil. Oh, they're evil. They gave this to fucking Ana. She's... The amount of nano boosts that are gonna be, like, more frequent in the game now are gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. And then we have Medic. Okay, Mercy and Moira. And actually, all four of these guys are, like, some of the best healers. Especially Lifeweaver, because I feel... I have a friend who, like, mains Lifeweaver. He's, like, incredible at it. So, healing allies with your weapon also heals you. Okay, so you've basically given 4 of some of the best, like, healers. At least, mostly, in my opinion, because I am a Baptiste main. I'm a Baptiste main. I can't lie. But, that's really good. To give them, like, their own form of lifesteal. So we have the final one, which is Survivor. So, using a movement ability activates passive health regen. Okay, so that's already good. So, with Brig, it's going to be her shield. If they carry over these roles into Stadium, Brig is going to be even better in my opinion. Because I'm one of the people where I run the specific trait where if you shield bash, it activates the Inspire, so it heals your allies around you. So having Survivor on that is going to greatly increase that healing. So enough glazing over the new roles. Let's take a look at the stuff. So we got Domina. So she has 650 health. Her melee does 4 damage, and she's a 5.5 when moving. I think that's on the like more medium pace. Yeah, Photon Magnum. So medium range beam that culminates in a high impact shot. So as I said earlier, it is a charged beam that explodes after a certain not detonation, but like a certain amount of charge. So Panopticon, that's the thing we see. Fire a hard light barrier that imprisons enemies and detonates on expiration. So that's also really good. Then we have her Barrier Array, which is her segmented barrier we saw. We have the Sonic Repulsors, push enemies back, stunning them if they hit a wall. I really wish Ash's Coach Gun had that. And then we have the Crystal Charge. Project an explosive crystal and reactivate to detonate it. And then we have her passive, which is Reconstruction. Oh wait, actually she has the same passive as Sim. She has the same passive. Wait, no, did they get rid of... No, I think they got rid of Sim's passive. Okay, so if any of you know, Sim's passive had the ability where if you hit shields, it would refill her shield, like, health points. So I think they took it from Sim and gave it to Domina. I don't know if Sim still has it because it's not showing up. But still, they might have taken it from Sim and given it to Domina. So now let's look at her perks. So her first minor perk, after using Barrier Array, restore 50 shields and activate passive health regen. So not only do you set up a barrier for your team, you restore your shields and you start healing yourself. So that's really good on a tank. Extended power. Increase the range of Photon Magnum by 20%. So that's going to be really good, especially on beam characters. Disruptive detonation. Enemies hit by Crystal Charge's explosion are slowed by 30% for 2 seconds. That's really... That's going to support her primary fire so much, because a beam character that can slow is really good, as you can see with like Sim and I think technically Zarya, kind of. And then we have Power Move. Barrier Ray can be used as a wall to stun enemies. Ooh. With a 100% damage increase. Okay, so I'm probably going to go for Power Move when I start playing her, because that sounds really good, because that makes it where you tie together 2 of her main abilities. And it's going to trap them, I'm pretty sure. And it traps them, I'm pretty sure. So then you can get your beam off. So now let's look at Emery. Emery? I'm gonna call him Emery. So he has his 3-round burst. He can take aim, and I think when he's aimed or scoped, he doesn't get the he doesn't like his movement isn't slowed, is what I'm trying to say, like other characters. So we have his ultimate, Override Protocol. An override initiates transforming you into a living weapon. So that's his, like, alternate form. And then we have his passive, so Altered Vitals. Passive health regen activates sooner and instantly restores 30 HP when activated. So he heals a lot faster. Well, not faster. He heals himself more frequently, and he gets a healing burst at the start of it. And then we have his secondary weapon, which is the Siphon Blaster. Temporary wield a semi-automatic pistol with life-stealing explosive rounds. Move faster and jump higher while wielded. That's really good. I always love the, like, two-weapon thing. I just kind of wish... Okay, before I say what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna look at the ability first to see if it's a permanent or if it's a temporary. I did not mean to select him. I'm sorry. But, so then he has his Cyber Frag. Throw a grenade that detonates shortly after bouncing. So that just sounds... In my opinion, that just sounds like Bastion's, grenade, except it doesn't stick to enemies. It just sounds like his grenade. Yeah, the A36 Tactical. Yeah, fire a bomb that bounces off walls and explodes, but it doesn't stick to the enemies. But, sorry if that's hate. So, let's look at his perks. So he has Suppressive Security, Override Protocol's light rounds slow enemies by 30% for 1 second. That's pretty good. Enhanced Agility. Siphon Blaster's movement speed bonus is increased by 20% while not firing. That's also good because you're holding a lightweight weapon, which already makes you faster because you're not holding a bunch of weight anymore. And then we have his major perks. So we have Heat Sink. Direct hits with Siphon Blaster refund heat and increase its duration by 0.1 seconds. I'm guessing heat is the meter for his ult. I'm guessing that's what that is. And then we have Cyber Adhesion. Cyberfrag now sticks on contact, dealing 40 extra damage to stuck enemies. I was correct. It's literally just Bastion's grenade, but it does more damage. It's literally just copy and pasted. And on top of that, you have to manually select that perk over a perk that supports your ultimate if you want basically Bastion's grenade with a little bit more damage. It's crazy to me. But nonetheless. Actually, I do want to take a look at Anran to see if they changed her at all. So we have... Yep, we still have Ignition. We still have Inferno Rush, Dancing Blaze. Yep, Smolder, Heat Shield, Short Fuse, Hungering Blaze. Okay, they didn't change anything about her when I last looked at her. Like I said, the on-run video is going to come out. I just haven't been able to edit it or upload it at all because of personal matters and school studies. Oh, sorry. Sorry, like I said, I'm still coughing. Alright, so I wanna look at Jetpack Cat last. Let's look at Mizuki. So let's look at his stuff. So he has his Spirit Glaive. Throw a spinning blade that impacts enemies and rapidly deals damage. Okay, so that sounds like a damage over time thing. So like you have the initial hit, and then you have the damage over time. And then we have the Zekai, I think that's how you say it. Zekai Sanctuary. Create a sanctuary that heals allies and absorbs enemy projectiles from outside the area. Okay, so I actually started joking around with a friend about this, if we paired that with Maga and Anran, because Maga makes a shield, it traps enemies, then Mizuki's ult will heal Maga more than his, like, lifesteal ability will, or whatever his healing thing is, I forgot what it does exactly. So it heals Maga more, and then if if I'm correct, it's bigger than Maga ult, so you can encase Maga ult in Zekai Sanctuary, so then it's harder for the enemies to actually get rid of the cage. So if you have a Mizuki, Maga, and Anran, you can do a devastating ult combo, in my opinion at least. Oh, sorry. And then we have his passive, so Remedy Aura. Heals nearby enemies. Healing scales with resource generated by dealing damage and healing. So, not to nitpick, but that literally just sounds like Lucio's way of healing, where he just has an area that follows him, but instead of activating an ability, you just have to deal damage and heal to, like, increase the healing. Again, I'm trying not to nitpick, but that's what I'm seeing here. Abilities. Healing Casa. So, throw your hat to heal an enemy, bouncing to nearby allies, and healing you when it returns. So, basically just kind of gives me... What was that dude's name? The paper hat dude from Mortal Kombat. It just gives me that vibe. So instead of shredding people's guts, it heals them. Binding Chain. Launch a tethering chain that hinders the first enemy hit. We saw this against the Doomfist. I'm guessing this ability is going to be like the entire counter to like all four of these guys, the initiator tanks. So we're going to see this against Divas, Doomfist, Winston, Wrecking Balls, probably everyone else, probably even flankers. I feel like this would work against flankers, because if you guys know the Vendetta strategy that I like to use, I don't know if anyone else uses it, but you go high into the air and then you activate your ult. So technically, if Mizuki has enough range, you can tether Vendetta back down to the ground and kill her before she gets her ult off. Oh. But yeah, that's just incredibly. So then we have the Kadashiro Return. Leap forward, leaving behind a paper doll. Reactivate to return and gain increased movement speed while alive. This is literally just Sombra's teleport. This is literally just Sombra. Where is it? The Translocator. It's literally just the Translocator before it got nerfed. I'm sorry, again, if it's nitpick, but it looks like they're just reusing what they took away. But I guess it's better on a support than someone who goes invisible and is annoying. I just hope there's like a limit on the paper doll, like there's an expiration time. But we'll see. So then we have his perks. So we have Wellspring, where Remedy Aura resource generation is increased by 25%, so that just charges it up faster so you can heal better. Exposed Soul. Hitting an enemy with Binding Chain increases your damage dealt to them by 30% for 2 seconds. Now, it says your damage, which I guess is like the balancing of like, oh, it's only from you, it's not from allies, it's from you specifically. But still, really good against Mizuki. I already have a feeling Mizuki is gonna be like, who can I use as an example? Like Baptiste or Moira, where you can basically go like a DPS for him if you get that specific perk, and then you like Binding Chain someone. And then we have the major perks. So we have Resonant Return, I think that's how I say it. Healing Casa bounces one additional time, each bounce increasing its healing by 10. So, I don't know exactly how much it heals, but an extra amount of healing, along with an extra target for it, always good. Especially if your allies are bunched up, where like you can get all of them with one thing. Then we have Quick Step. So while Katashiro Return is active, allies within Remedy Aura gain 25% increased movement speed. I don't know if that's after you set it down and like you're waiting to teleport back, or if that's after you teleport back into place. We'll see. We will see. But now we have the cutest support in this entire game. Jetpack Cat. I would pet her. I would give her all of the love in the world. I would give her so many treats. Okay. So we have her biotic projectiles. Mid-range projectile spread that heals allies and damages enemies. Okay, so we have another character that basically just their primary is the source of like the main source of healing. Catnapper. Dive towards a ground location, knocking down enemies and tethering the nearest one to you. We saw this in the spotlight. It's gonna be insane if you hit like a specific person. I would recommend not using it on people like Doomfist, Genji. Hazard is a maybe because they saw it with Hazard. Vendetta, I'm gonna say Hanzo and Widowmaker as well. And who else? Probably Freya and Echo. And then Moira can also technically get out of it. And then I guess Mercy can technically get out of it if you use her flying thing to like fly over to an ally. So I recommend not using that on them, because then it might just get wasted. Like the secondary effect of your ability might get wasted. So then we have the abilities. Frenetic Flight. Accelerate in your movement direction. Fuel recovery is slower while carrying another player. So she's like Freya. She is like Freya, where you just sort of hover on the ground, and then this is your ability to fly up. And then we have Lifeline. Toggle into transport mode, allowing an ally to be towed. Increases movement speed and heals your ally. That is really nice to do. We saw this with the Ryan ult. There's already gonna be so many ult combos. I can already see it. There's gonna be like Ryan ult combos. There's gonna be Maga and Orisa ult combos. There's gonna be possibly fuck, what was his name? Possibly Ram combos. There's possibly going to be Wrecking Ball combos. Doomfist... Actually, no, not Doomfist. I swear, I need to test this. If I can tether Diva ult onto the point, it's going to be insane. I already know they probably did that, because if you guys don't know, Roadhog can actually hook Diva Bomb. And then I think Lifeweaver can pull Diva Bomb? I don't know. Diva Bomb can be pulled and pushed. That's all I know. So if it can be tethered, then you just drop it onto the point before it explodes. That can be like... That can really turn the tides for your team if you're playing Jetpack Cat. So then we have Purr, which is her third ability. Pulsing area heal that increases in frequency over time. Knock back enemies when activated. That's good. Oh wait, Jetpack, permanent flight. I didn't even see the passive. Holy shit. Yeah, so frenetic flight just increases your movement speed. So let's look at the perks. So we have Claws Out. Quick Melee becomes empowered every 6 seconds, wounding enemies for 40 damage and slowing them by 30 for 1 second. I can't wait to try that. So then we have Transport Shielding. Gain up to 75 extra shield health while carrying another hero. So, I think that's to Jetpack Cat only, but I would love to try and see if that restores the shield health of heroes with shield. I think that would be cool to see. So then we have the major perks. So we have Headbutt. Frenetic Flight can be... Oh, not can be. Can knock back an enemy on impact when flying fast enough. Okay, I don't like the thing where it says fast enough, because then that kind of seems like a chore of you'd have to build up speed before just initially hitting them. Oh, sorry. And then we have Territorial. Per Canal also damages nearby enemies for 50% of the healing amount, but the trade-off is that the knockback is removed. I personally may not go for this, because I feel like knocking them back... Okay, it kind of... It's like with the Lari's thing. I feel like knocking back people, if you're a support, knocking back people, especially melee people like Ryan, Vendetta, Genji, Torb, also if he's using his hammer, people like that, knocking back melee people is better than just initially doing damage. So that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. So let's actually look at their abilities. So let's look at Domina first. God, my nose sucks. Oh, I love the gun, dude. Sorry, my thing's like being weird. But so let's test the primary fire. So there's body shots. Okay, so that does pretty good damage, and that was a body shot. Can I crit with this though? Okay, I don't think I can crit with this. That is very off-putting for me, of like, it adjusts the camera when you reload, but, God, that looks... This feels so weird. I think it's like... I think it's because I reset the defaults, so I have that, like, targeting again. But, so...
Don't bother suing for damages.
Okay, so I think it does initially do some stuff. I think I can... Wait, can I heal? Because it's saying this is critical. Here, I think it's just to... Okay, I like that. So you see the 3. Here, let me put it in front of these guys.
Vishka's finest shields.
Okay, so that is really nice. I don't know why it's putting up a critical like that. Like, I can heal them. But, so let's go and test out the knockback. So let's go to this one over here. So let's see the knockback. Okay, so it does do pretty good damage. I do want to see exactly how far it knocks them back, so let's try this. Okay, it knocks them back pretty far. Oh, I didn't even notice how far the range was. Okay, so let's actually test. Oh, so she's like a long-range beam.
Oh, so you're the inefficiency.
How far do I have to be for it to not do that? Okay, so I don't know exactly how far that is, but it is a pretty far range. So then we have the R1 ability. Okay, so I did see that I could manually activate it, but it exploded. Hold on. If it doesn't hit anything, I think it just stays in the air. Okay, so it continuously goes, and it's like that perk with Ash where you can detonate your dynamite midair. Yeah, so look.
Light into being.
Yeah, so it just keeps... Oh, did you hear that? That was a satisfying snap. But, like, as you can see... So you have to manually activate it, so it goes through people instead of, like, initially hitting them. See, yeah, it goes through people, so you have to have your timing right, or you have to, like, aim for anywhere near them. So... let's test the alt. Yep, so it gives that. Yeah, and then after a little bit, it does hurt them. I want to see exactly how much damage it does. So let's get a manga out here. So let me get my alt back. Also, I do love that they made it a square instead of a circle. I kind of like that touch. So let's see exactly how much damage that does. So it does initial damage. Okay, that is a lot of damage, as you can see. Oh wait. Oh, that's my shield. Sorry. I did not. I was like trying to kind of peek to see if I can see it better. But actually, let me test her passive. So. Let me get damaged by... Let me swap them to rocket bots and then get damaged. Okay, and then let me attack a shield. See, look, it's refilling my shield. Yeah, it was refilling my shield. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I almost forgot to test the perks, my bad. So, yeah, we have that. Intended power. I don't think her primary fire needs any more range. It's already pretty long from what I've seen. So I actually want to see the power move before we look at the explosion. So, let me actually, yeah, let me get rid of him. So let me put my barrier. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for him to like come back around. So let's put up the barrier, and then let's knock him back. Okay, I don't think that worked because I hit his shield. So I have to hit him like... Okay, so I do have to hit him without the... Where are you going? So I do have to hit him when he's like not facing me. So... Why did he correct himself to... Oh, there he goes. Okay, so... Let me wait for him to, like, turn around. So let me do that. Oh, damn it, I pressed the wrong button. My bad, guys. But yeah, that is cool how it, like, gives you a little meter to see it. Let me actually just use it against these guys. So... Let me do that. Okay, yeah, so it does work. These keep showing critical, like I can, for some reason, heal them, but I can't. I think it's just because I have a shield. This is a really cool shield design, though. I really enjoy it, especially the curved shape, so it stops flankers. But let me look at the next person. So let's look at Emre. Oh, I like this crosshair. Yeah, I think it's because I reset my default controls. So let me actually go and freaking turn off the aim assist. Where was it? Aim assist. I don't want aim assist. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. I don't know what came over me. But, yeah, so I turn off aim assist. I love this crosshair. Oh, he doesn't have spread. He doesn't have spread. That's awesome. Okay. Assault rifle without spread? Already love it. So let's test out a body shot and then a headshot. Okay, so headshots do a lot of damage, as you can see, especially with him being a burst character. So, and then as you can see, he doesn't change his movement. I don't think he has what Ash has, where it increases the damage. Yeah, I don't think it increases the damage at all. Let me get rid of these guys. Oh, I can just keep shooting. Oh yeah, wait. I just saw it. Yeah, his perk. So this is normal. And then this is after... Wow, that is incredibly fast. But let's... okay, so he has 2 of his grenades. So let me do it at the ground. Okay, so it does do pretty good damage. I don't know exactly how far back it knocks someone. Okay, it doesn't do that much of a knockback. And then... yeah, it just bounces off of them if you hit them directly. So, this is the moment I've waited for. Let's see if his switch is permanent or if it's like a timed thing. Okay, so it is a timed thing. Okay, so headshots don't matter when using the pistol. It does have a pretty long cooldown that I'm seeing. So... yeah, the blast damage isn't really that big from what I'm seeing. And then let me actually go over here so I can test his ults. Let me get rid of him and him. Alright, so let's activate his ults. Oh, that's cool. So we have the light round, and then we have the heavy round, which is, as it said, is a very large explosion. I like his voice actor. I don't know who his voice actor is, but they did a good job. So we have the slow, and then we have Siphon Blaster, and then the Cyber Adhesion. I want to look at the heatsink. So this is normal. Yeah, so it does increase it. So yeah, so Amra is actually pretty good. I can't wait to play as him. Oh. Alright, now let's look at Mizuki. Sorry if I didn't sound weird, my fucking stuffy nose. So, as you can see, he does have this cool little meter that shows you what percent and multiplier that your thing is at. So if I attack, okay, so 2 kills gets it up to max. And then let me go over to these guys. Oh, here, let me actually switch them. Oh, and it tells you how many people are in your zone, I just realized. Alright, so let me do this. Nice. And then I do have a second one. Okay. I don't know what that was about, but it didn't... Okay, so I have a feeling this might have some targeting issues, because as you did see in that moment, I was aiming for the one right there, but then it went over to this one. So that is very weird to see. So we do have the paper doll. Okay. Oh, that's actually really cute, and it follows you. Okay, so it is a timer. So they did learn their mistakes from Sombra. So then my R1.
There's no escape.
Oh wow, that's actually a pretty long cooldown for such a short time. BRB guys, I do have to go handle something. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm back. Had to feed my dog. My adorable dog. But, okay, so let's look at his area. Let me go over here. Okay, so it does look like it has a pretty big area of effect. Yeah, so look. It stops the projectiles. Never mind, I couldn't see it fast enough. But let's look at the perks. Yeah, so the binding chain, and then we have this. So I think it's when I put it down. Okay, I couldn't tell. Yeah, then we have the... So let me go over. So this is a normal shot, and then R1. And then that's it with his upgrade to do a crit. So all pretty fun. Okay, so now let's look at Jetpack Cat, the greatest support. We all know and love her. Oh, I can fly. I just passively fly. This is awesome. Is there a limit? I don't think there's a limit. Oh wait, no, I hit Skybox. Okay, so I can fly all the way up to Skybox. Oh my god, she presses the buttons! She presses the buttons! That's cool. And then her other paw is like a joystick. This is fucking awesome. God, oh wow, oh god. I really, oh god, why is it doing this? God, this feels so stiff. Never mind, the flying, I hate it. But, it did say her projectiles have a spread. So, as you can see, they are in the shape of a paw. Oh my god, the little button press noises. Yeah, you can crit. Oh, nice. I love the reload too. So let's try this. Wow, that is incredibly fast. And then we have the healing. It does last for a bit, which I like, but the cooldown kind of seems way too long. And then we do have the tether. I'm a UFO. I'm a UFO. Wait, hold on. How do I activate it? Dude, I don't know how to activate it. How do I activate it? I don't know how to activate it. Dude, I don't know how to activate it. Can I only tether? Dude, how do I activate it? It's not working. Like, I'm clicking the interact, but it's not working. Dude, how the hell? Yeah, I genuinely don't know how to activate this. I hope they fix her flying, because the flying does feel incredibly stiff. Yeah, it says, hold on, how do I activate it? Four meters of length. Yeah, I don't fucking know how to activate it. Because I think I might be doing it wrong. Do they have to, like, accept the tether? Like, I can't just troll my teammates and throw them off the map? I figured they have to, like, accept it. Like a sim teleport. I think they have to accept it. So, unfortunately, guys, you can't throw your teammates off the map. I know. It's a lost opportunity. I'm upset. These cute-ass fucking button presses, dude. Oh, and then her not primary. Her melee's a scratch? I like that. I'm gonna scratch someone's face. Pew. Pew. Nice. You can get up really close to people, I just realized. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, you can get up, like, really close on people. With, like, the size. I think if she did, like, stand with her tech, I think she'd be, like, Torb height. Which I find nice. So now let's do the the ultimate. So let's test it. Oh, so I can cancel it. It's not like on-runs or like it times you. Let's do here. Oh, and then I tether him. And then there he goes. Oh, and it leaves me in transport mode. This is gonna be really fun to play. I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh yeah, we have the, yeah, claws out. And then we have the headbutt. So let me try with the claws out. Oh, that's cool. It's like little cat scratches. Yeah, it did say it had like a 6-second cooldown, which you can actually see, like right there. And then, this... Okay, I like the effect for building speed. So let's test how much damage it does. Wow, I did not mean to knock him back that far. Actually, I think we can test with the one over here, actually. I think we might be able to test this one better. So, there's one line, there's another. So let's test. Okay, so we got him to this line. I think the faster you're going, the more it knocks them back. But I heavily enjoy how fast I can move with that. Time to send Maga. Come, Maga, it's time for your doom. Oh my god, I forgot about these. I forgot to test these. Then we got the emote. She's so chubby, it's cute. The little fucking vest. I love this character. This is my new support. I might have to main Jetpack Cat. God, I just wish the fucking turning isn't this fucking stiff. Like, I know it's not me. I know you guys can see that. Like how stiff this flying is. But, yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now since I have been recording for like an hour. But, yeah, I'm probably not gonna film any, like, gameplay and matches, because I have a feeling it's just gonna be like On-Run, where, like, everyone is gonna be playing these guys, so it's gonna be really difficult to play who I'm trying to get gameplay for. But, I'll try. I'll try to make, like, a video with gameplay clips. So, I will see you all in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I will try to get the On-Run video out when that does happen. I hope you guys have a fine... Oh, my bad. I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. I will see you all in the next one.